get out there with my dogs, and there's like this 4-year-old kid. Mom, that looks like Janet Jackson.
Janet Jackson, a name synonymous with fame, talent, and influence, has lived most of her life in the public eye. Yet beneath the glitz and glamour lies a story of hidden love and heartbreak, a story that many fans don't know in full. In the 1980s, Janet secretly married James DeBarge, a member of the popular R&B group DeBarge, at a time when she was just beginning to emerge from the shadow of her famous family. The whirlwind romance and secret marriage soon spiraled into scandal, fueled by rumors that have followed both Janet and James for decades. This is the story of their relationship, the secrets they kept, and the rumors that still haunt them today. By the early 1980s, Janet Jackson and James DeBarge were both rising stars. Janet, the youngest member of the legendary Jackson family, had recently embarked on a career of her own. Though still young, she had already starred on TV shows like Good Times and Fame, and her first 2 solo albums were laying the groundwork for her journey to superstardom. James DeBarge, meanwhile, was part of DeBarge, an R&B group known for hits like All This Love and Rhythm of the Night. With their smooth harmonies and soulful sound, DeBarge quickly became one of the most popular groups of the era. Janet and James came from very different backgrounds, but both had experienced the pressures of fame from an early age. Janet had grown up in the shadow of the Jackson family legacy, with Michael Jackson already a global sensation by the time she reached her teens. Her parents, particularly her father Joe Jackson, managed every detail of her career, hoping to replicate the success Michael and her brothers had found. James, on the other hand, came from a family where music was a means of escape from a troubled home life. The DeBarge family struggled with personal demons, including addiction, which later became a recurring theme in James's life. Though their family lives were challenging in different ways, Janet and James found common ground in their shared experiences and the pressures that came with fame. In each other, they found an escape and a sense of understanding that few others could provide. Janet and James's romance blossomed in private. Janet, only 18 at the time, was looking for freedom and independence, a chance to break away from her family's strict control over her life. With James, she found a sense of spontaneity and excitement that was missing from her structured upbringing. Their relationship became an escape from the relentless pressure she felt at home, where her father controlled every aspect of her career. James, just a few years older, was already dealing with struggles of his own, particularly when it came to addiction. Though the public saw a handsome young man with a soulful voice, James was quietly dealing with issues that would eventually cast a shadow over their relationship. Despite these warning signs, Janet felt drawn to him and believed that they could help each other find happiness. In 1984, after a whirlwind romance, the couple secretly eloped in Los Angeles. The decision shocked those closest to Janet, who knew her as a young woman with a promising future ahead of her. But for Janet, marrying James was a chance to claim her independence, to do something on her terms. She wanted a life separate from her family's influence, and marrying James felt like a step toward that freedom. Janet's secret marriage to James was not only a bold act of rebellion, but also a risky one. Knowing that her family, especially her father Joe, would disapprove, Janet kept the marriage hidden. She knew that if her family found out, they would do everything in their power to annul it. The secrecy added strain to their relationship, but Janet was determined to keep her marriage private. Life as a newlywed, however, was anything but smooth. Almost immediately, the relationship was tested by James's struggles with addiction. The pressures of fame, combined with the secrecy of their marriage, created a fragile foundation that made it difficult for them to build a stable life together. Janet found herself caught between her love for James and the reality of his personal battles. As rumors began circulating about the couple's secret marriage, the pressure mounted. Janet's family was reportedly furious when they discovered the truth, and some of her siblings later spoke about how shocked they were by her decision to marry James. Despite the challenges, Janet held on, believing that their love could survive the obstacles they faced. Over the years, one of the most enduring rumors surrounding Janet and James's relationship is the story of a hidden pregnancy. Allegedly, during their brief marriage, Janet became pregnant and was pressured to keep it a secret. According to some accounts, she gave birth in secret, and the child was either given up for adoption or raised by a family member. This rumor has persisted for decades, with fans and media alike speculating about the possibility of a secret Jackson child. Both Janet and James have publicly denied these rumors, with Janet addressing them in interviews and emphasizing that they are completely false. Yet, despite their denials, the rumor of a hidden child remains a part of the folklore surrounding their relationship. It's a mystery that has fascinated the public for years, leading to countless theories and speculations about the truth behind Janet's time with James. Some believe that the rumor of a secret child was fueled by the tabloid media, who saw an opportunity to sensationalize Janet's private life during her rise to fame. The secrecy surrounding her marriage to James, combined with the Jackson family's notorious desire for privacy, only added fuel to the fire. Whether the rumor holds any truth or is simply an invention of the press, it remains one of the most talked about aspects of Janet and James's story. As Janet and James tried to build a life together, James's ongoing battle with addiction began to take a toll on their marriage. The relationship, already strained by secrecy and the demands of their careers, became increasingly difficult for Janet to manage. Friends close to the couple have described how Janet would often try to help James through his struggles, hoping that their love and support could change the path he was on. But addiction was a battle that James ultimately needed to face on his own, and it soon became clear that the love they shared was not enough to overcome the obstacles in their way. Janet, only 18 at the time, was thrust into a challenging situation where she had to balance her love for James with the need to protect her own well-being. She reportedly reached out to him numerous times, trying to support him through his struggles, but the weight of the situation became too much. The marriage began to unravel as Janet recognized that James's issues were beyond her control. By 1985, just a year after they had eloped, Janet made the difficult decision to end the marriage. The couple annulled their union, but not without the significant influence of Janet's family, particularly her father, Joe Jackson. Known for his strict control over his children's lives, Joe was reportedly infuriated when he discovered the marriage. It is widely believed that Joe, determined to protect Janet's rising career and image, pushed for the annulment. For Janet, ending the marriage was not only heartbreaking, but also a pivotal moment in her life. While she was deeply affected by her love for James, she ultimately had to choose her own path, a decision that would mark the beginning of her journey toward independence. The annulment was kept private, but the emotional scars it left were evident in Janet's music and performances in the years that followed.
What can I share? The title of the album, as well as the tours, is Black Diamond.
Many believe that her later music, especially tracks that speak to themes of heartbreak and resilience, were inspired by her relationship with James. Even after the annulment, the story of Janet and James did not end there. The rumor of a secret child persisted, fueled by decades of speculation and whispers. While both Janet and James have denied these rumors, the story resurfaced as recently as 2016, when James appeared in an interview suggesting that he believed Janet had a child during their marriage. Janet, however, has firmly stated that these rumors are false, maintaining that there is no hidden child. The mystery has fascinated fans for years, with some convinced that there is more to the story than meets the eye. Whether or not the rumor holds any truth, it remains a topic of intrigue and one of the most enduring elements of Janet and James's brief but impactful relationship. The persistence of the secret child story, even decades later, shows just how much the public still remains captivated by Janet's private life and the enigmatic chapter of her marriage to James DeBarge. For Janet, the rumor has become an ongoing challenge, one that she continues to address with grace, despite the emotional weight it carries. For Janet, the experience with James became a powerful lesson in resilience and independence. She emerged from the marriage with a new understanding of herself and a determination to take control of her life. The pain of the relationship's end was real, but it was also transformative, shaping her approach to life and love in the years that followed. Her ability to move forward, even as she faced ongoing scrutiny, inspired many fans who saw her as a beacon of strength. Janet went on to release her breakthrough album Control in 1986, a declaration of her newfound independence and a clear message that she was ready to take charge of her life and career. Tracks like Nasty and What Have You Done For Me Lately resonated with audiences who saw Janet as a fierce and unapologetic artist, unafraid to speak her truth. For many, Control was a direct response to her experience with James, a turning point that set her on the path to becoming a music icon. The story of Janet Jackson and James DeBarge is one of young love, heartbreak, and the resilience to move forward. While their marriage was brief, its impact on Janet's life and career was undeniable. This chapter in her life, hidden from public view for so many years, ultimately became a source of strength that shaped her journey. Janet's determination to break free from her family's control, to rise above heartbreak, and to define herself on her own terms is a testament to her strength as both an artist and an individual. The mystery, the rumors, and the emotional journey of Janet and James's relationship continue to captivate fans. It's a story that reveals the complexities behind the public image, a reminder that even icons like Janet Jackson have faced profound challenges in love and life. Thank you for joining us as we uncovered the story of Janet Jackson and James DeBarge. If this story resonated with you, please like, comment, and subscribe for more true celebrity stories. Janet's journey reminds us that behind every legend lies a story of strength, resilience, and the courage to move forward, no matter the obstacles.